We speak lightly. I was saved by the bell. I have a deadline. Just bite the bullet. He's mad as a hatter. Let's turn a blind eye. It's our honeymoon. That's blackmail. They sound harmless. They are not. Saved by the bell. In the 18th and 19th centuries, the fear of being buried alive was widespread and documented. Medical science could not always distinguish coma from death. Inventors built safety coffins, a string tied to the hand, a bell above ground. If you woke up underground, you rang. Most linguists trace the phrase to boxing. That is the stronger origin. But the bell above the grave was real. The fear was real. And for some people, hope had a sound. Deadline. During the American Civil War, at Andersonville prison camp, a line was drawn inside the stockade. Cross it, and guards would shoot. It was called the deadline. Now we panic over calendars and reminders. Once, crossing a line meant your body hitting dirt. Bite the bullet. Before modern anesthesia, surgery meant restraint and speed. Limbs were removed in minutes. Patients bit down on leather, wood, cloth, anything to keep from screaming or shattering their teeth. Rudyard Kipling used the phrase in 1891 in a surgical context, one of its earliest clear appearances in print. Whether or not bullets were literal, the pain was. Today it means endure it. Once, endurance was the only thing between you and shock. Mad as a hatter. In the 18th and 19th centuries, hat makers treated felt with mercury nitrate. Chronic exposure caused tremors, paranoia, hallucinations. The condition was called erethism. When Alice's Adventures in Wonderland gave us the Mad Hatter, readers recognized the type. Industrial poisoning became personality. We kept the phrase. We forgot the mercury. Turn a blind eye. The phrase is linked to Horatio Nelson. At the Battle of Copenhagen in 1801, he reportedly lifted a telescope to his blind eye and claimed he did not see the signal to retreat. Some details may be polished by legend, but the act of choosing not to see was deliberate. Today, we turn a blind eye to inconvenience. Once, it meant defying command in battle. Honeymoon. The word comes from Old English and Norse roots. Honey referred to mead, moon to the first month after marriage. In many early societies, marriages were economic arrangements. Consent was not always central. The honeymoon was often the period when a woman was removed from her family and absorbed into another household. A sweet name for something that did not always begin with choice. Blackmail. In 16th century Scotland, mail meant rent or payment. Landowners paid in silver, white money. Border raiders demanded payment in cattle or goods for protection. That was blackmail. Pay us or suffer. Today, it is scandal, leverage, corporate secrets. It began as survival under threat. Listen closely. Bells above graves, lines you cannot cross, metal between teeth, mercury in lungs, orders ignored, brides relocated, protection bought in fear. Language does not erase history, it compresses it. Everyday phrases are fossils, not museum pieces, portable ones. We use them while texting, while laughing, while planning dinner, and we rarely ask what had to happen for those words to exist. Maybe that is the most unsettling part. We think we invented casual speech. But we are walking through centuries every time we open our mouths. And the past is still listening.